Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're just gonna go over what I got so far for my planner setup. I got this binder from Amazon. I'll try to link it below. It took a while to get here, but I loved it because it has these huge rings. I think they're the 35 millimeter, but they're basically the same size as most of the planners I use. So I fell in love, and it came in a 2-pack. So I have 2 of these, but I may get more. But like I said, it took like 6 weeks to get here. So I guess I'll talk about this first. So I've mentioned this before, but basically I'm still kind of getting used to planning. I'm still new, relatively new. And when I started my 2021 setup, I never fully got it completely done. And I think the problem with that was I kind of didn't have a plan on what to use. So I kept trying to use everything that I had, like a bunch of dated inserts this past year, because I wanted to try out different layouts and sizes and stuff. So I was kind of distracted, and my original planner setup never felt like secure. And so I don't know, this year I'm just going to be a lot more focused, and that's why I basically purchased all of my calendar inserts that I'm going to be using. And so that's why I kind of set it up in here, and I am going to like fill out an outline of all of my inserts and the purpose for them, and type it up, and just be more and not worry about purchasing any other inserts, because I love the shops that I have gotten inserts from. Well, I'll just go through these and kind of explain as I go. So I was crazy, and I got the entire year of 2021 with dated Infinite Lotus inserts. And the reason is because I didn't want to have to worry about having printed inserts ready to go. I know I could pre-print all of them, but then I want to switch out inserts. This way I have to use these because they're dated. I bought them, and I saw that Infinite Lotus was offering these, and I love these inserts. They are my freaking favorite because they have a small schedule section, and I always like to have this in my dailies, or most of the time at least, because I do work from home, and so I do try to fill out my schedule every single day. So I really like that it still has the priorities. And then it has, so she switched it up. This used to be a full length notes section right down here, but she added more to-dos where the space between the lines are bigger. So she did make them a little different. I wish they were kind of smaller still, so I can fit more, because I usually try to add as much detail to my dailies as possible. I know that's not always efficient, but I don't know, I like to look back at them as well. I'm just going to show you real quick the different size. If you can see that this is just like a little bit bigger. Oh, and I guess she took away this section. See, that's my thing, is if I usually, which honestly I do kind of like that, because you can kind of have a big focus for the day or a reminder, but you do have the priority section and the notes down here. And of course you can just like, you can even make this a notes, you can continue. But see, I always have a big task list, and I don't always write something in the notes, but I still am in love with this insert, and I'm so happy I got the full year's worth. So this way I don't have any choice but to use just this, and I have them ready to go. I'll probably put them in a binder like this, and then I'll probably pull out a month at a time, and then they'll all be together, because this past year, of course, when I combine all of my dailies, they're all going to be in like different layouts and stuff, which is fine. But this way I am focused, like I don't even have to think about the system or what kind of dailies I'm going to use next month or whatever. I can just use these and move on with my life. Whenever it gets closer to 2021, I'm going to actually do a full setup video and show you how I'm going to archive my inserts, and I'm just going to be much more organized this year than this past year. This past year I'm just going to call it my testing out stage, because that was like the full first year that I was really into minimal planning or vibe that I was trying to do. Stay tuned for that video. It'll probably come out in like early or late November or early December type deal. So these are the page flags that I'm going to color coordinate in my planner. I may add some more, but just for right now, I just wanted to make sure I didn't use these up. I just have this from Foxy Fix, this little pocket, and I just stuck in, I think this was a freebie from MAYPAPERCO. So my 2 I think I think I have 3 shops in here, but my main 2 shops that I'm using for all my dated inserts are from Infinite Lotus and MAYPAPERCO. So super cute. I think she has a freebie of this as well if you wanted to print it out. So I got this vellum dashboard from MAYPAPERCO, another dashboard, which I love. I love when shops just offer these because they're not super expensive and they're just so cute to personalize your planner like that. And I am obsessed with this dashboard. This is my favorite dashboard. I'm probably gonna put this in the front with, I don't know what yet, because I always try to have a word of the year. This year is simplify, which is funny because I did not simplify my life as much as I wanted to. It's okay, we're working towards that. But I think clarity is going to be my 2021 word of the year. That's one thing that I have trouble with is deciding and like figuring out where things go in my life. Even like my Spotify playlists are just kind of all jumbled, and I know that's like not a big priority, but whatever mood I'm in, I like my playlist to reflect that. And so that's just an example, but a lot of things in my life I don't really have clarity for, and they just kind of like float around in different areas. So I think that's going to be a good word. This was such a popular dashboard from 2021, or I mean 2020, and so she's offering the 2021 in her shop as well, so I had to get it. It's like these plain ones because you can layer them, but I wanted to save this for 2021. I wanted to have a fresh set of like inbox inserts in here. And then we get into these dividers, and I'm just using these dividers to organize them a little. They're super thin, I love them. This one is actually from Lucy Plans Life, and I just love the minimal look of it, and then I thought it was pretty that it had this on the back. And then I got these from her as well. This is probably the only, I'm not quite sure, but I think this is the only thing in here that isn't from Infinite Lotus or MAYPAPERCO. So I got this in pocket size as well. I love having the reference calendars, and I love planning quarterly, so I was thinking I could use these possibly for content planning. This may be goal planning, we'll see. But I really like that it has a full year. Get into my MAYPAPERCO inserts, and I think they're kind of jumbled with my Infinite Lotus, but you'll be able to tell the difference. And this isn't technically a part of the insert, but I love that she adds cover pages to that. I hate when they're a week on 2 pages and then it's just the awkward 1 week on the side. So I love that she offers these with them, and I love her paper. It's so smooth. So it's just a perpetual calendar, and I always use one of these in my Etsy section in my planner, projects maybe, just so I can plan out the whole year, or I'm sorry, the whole month on this insert. Well, I think that's vertical thinking, I don't know. So yeah, I have the full year, which obviously these you could probably use for any year, but she has so much detail, it's crazy. A line a day, I just love that. So you could use these for like journal prompts if you're trying to do that, or workouts. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly, but goal planning would be good in here as well. This is another cute little cover. And then I got 2 sets of these just because I use them for 2 different things, but I use these for my important dates, and I did use these for 2020. So sometimes I put like the big focus of the quarter. So I'll just put like a reminder that I need to think about. I basically put anything that expires that's going to be coming out of my bank account, or I don't really put holidays on here, but I do put like vacations, anything that I need to know about, and that's like pretty far in advance, like my car, for instance, my car tags, like that's usually in September, and obviously I know that. Something I'm going to put here, and then I can transfer it to my monthlies. I just have this cover page, another monthly overview. There's a month on 1 page, and then she has 2 columns here. So I may use this for content planning, or I may use this for new releases for my Etsy shop. I actually probably will do that. Section is not completely, but I thought these are really nice because I don't have the bucket list on the back. So, okay, so this is Infinite Lotus, as you can probably tell. If not, that's okay. This is another one of those, like this one. But what I like about Infinite Lotus is this is more like a goal planning. The other one is kind of, it could be birthdays or vacations that you're taking, or specific business deadlines. This one is really good for reviewing reference calendar, which is nice, so you can kind of map out and do baby steps on here, and then you have a full bucket list of things that you have to do or you're going to try to do. So I'm probably going to use this for my business because it has this as well. So it has 2 pages of like reflection. So it has Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 review, and you just have this huge section for notes or just anything you want to write. Because I'm always getting down on myself, but I always try to schedule too much in, and if I don't get everything done, I feel bad. But so I think these are going to be good to like review and be like, okay, I'm still getting stuff done, because even if you don't make your goals, you're still improving. So then we get into these, and these are what I'm going to be using for my main planner system. Usually keep the full year or 6 months in my planner, but it basically just has your like 4 top priorities. You have important dates down here, which I usually do birthdays or just like meetings. In a previous video, my paper panda stickers, but I'm gonna basically mark like when I got my medication done for my cat, and like it's gonna be kind of a tracker in a way, because you don't really have room to write on this. And then on the back you have your full bucket list, and it's a huge bucket list, and I usually categorize personal and professional, and then you have a notes section down here, so you can really use this for a lot of things. Next one is the dated weeklies. So this is the weekly overview. So this is going to be where I schedule in, anything I have to do on certain days, and main tasks for the week, main priorities, memo section. And I use these all 2020, so I love them. I use them for part of 2019 as well. So I don't actually think she is selling these. I'm so excited I got a hold of these. She made the announcement that she was doing pre-orders. She was offering these weekly categories, which are becoming super popular, and I love them because there's so many ways you can use them. Basically, I got the dated inserts of these weekly categories, but she's not selling them on the website anymore. I don't know what, but I pre-ordered them and I got them, and I am like stoked about it. So she has the reference calendar up here, which I love having in my weeks, and I don't have that in my other weekly, so I love that. And you can put like your main priorities up here, and then you have your 4 categories. I'm going to use these in my project section, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on like 3 or 4 projects a week and categorize them that way. But lately I've been doing like important stuff over here, like stuff for my Airbnb, and then I have like Etsy stuff, YouTube stuff, and then personal and home. So but I love that you can change it up every week, so you can kind of organize different parts of your life. But I'm so stoked that I got the whole year. And my favorite part about these, open it up and it's like this, that would be so awkward. She always has cover pages, but she has cover pages for every month. So I can just grab the month, put it in my planner. I don't have to worry about printing anymore extra. Like, even if I have to do that every 6 months, it's still like something that you need to think about. But knowing that I have the full year ready to go in this like binder, I'm just so excited about that. And then I think on the back, it's not like one of these awkward pages. I think it's just a blank. Yeah, so and like I said, I don't think she's selling these, so I am sorry about that. And I use these for this past year, and I love them. This is the Maddie Plans collaboration, and I'll just like do a quick flip of these. So I love that it has this reference calendar, so this will be in my finance section. So this is really great for like entrepreneurs, or if you do work on your own, if you have like affiliates, anything like that. So I always have multiple sources of income, or even when I'm selling stuff that month, like out of my closet, it is just nice to know like selling on Poshmark or eBay. So it's really, you can literally track everything and track like the date, or I don't really track paydays on here, but I do out of my account or whatever, or like tax day. So these are great. So it has a full year, and then expenses, and I'm not sure how many of these she gets, but I use one of these inserts for a full quarter, and usually it lasts me. Okay, so I think what she did, so there's 6 pages. So that was January, this side is February, so that's good to know, because you don't really need a full, well, it depends on your shop, but for your business. You have this annual financial review, which I love. So you have your total income, bills, business expenses, other expenses, start balance, end balance, and she even has it labeled up here. And then down here, highest income, lowest, highest expense, lowest expense, and then some room down here, which I'll probably do like highest sales in Etsy, and then you have a remarks section, and then you have notes down here. So, and then it has grid on the back, which you can start pre-planning for the next year. I got this from Puffin Pages Co. I have a code with her as well. This is just I really liked the Infinite Lotus one, and most of my like bills and subscriptions are auto pay, so I have a tracker of monthlies, but I do have a lot of quarterly. Well, actually that's a lie, I don't. But I really like that it has even annually, because I do have a lot of annual subscriptions. But so I just stuck it in here in case I do decide to use it. And then I have just a couple of cover pages that I might use, and then I have some personal inserts, and then these are the pockets that I was telling you about, and I bought extra. So I just stuck them in here just because I'm not using them yet. And then I just have a couple like bookmarks and page lifters that I want to use for this year. Like I said, I like to have a clean start. Pretty much all I'm going to be using, and then everything else will kind of go in as needed. So I really hope this keeps me focused and more on schedule instead of worrying about my system. Just knowing that I have this feels so good, and I'm just really, really excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions or like comments or suggestions. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.